That was wonderful. Thank you. Hi, I'm Jenny Q, and this is Willy Was. That's right. We're your hosts for Stories and Stuff, a very short visit through technology from our place to yours to share stories in various formats, themes, and ideas and stuff. Yeah, like jokes and songs and research and all sorts of cool things, especially when it involves your community and local things. Yes, that is definitely what we love. So welcome. This week we decided that our theme would be myths and legends. That's right. And today we're starting with some Greek mythology. Yes, very much so. And we always want your input and your participation and your involvement. So we put it out a question to you guys earlier in a poster and asked if anyone knew what Greek god is associated with the daffodil. And there is one that is associated with the daffodil. Yeah. And no one got it, which is fine, because we're going to tell you on Thursday if no one gets it. But we did have a couple of friends who are amazing. A friend of ours, Jennifer N. I believe she's still in Guelph. I think she's in Guelph. Jen, if you're watching, are you in Guelph? I think you are. And Vanessa G., who's in the Kitchener area, which is very close to us. That's right. We're in Waterloo. Absolutely. And they put out, and they thought it could have been maybe Daphne, but it wasn't Daphne. But we're going to tell you the story of Daphne and Apollo. He is an amazing Greek god. He is an amazing Greek god. And you may not know Greek mythology, but that's okay. Here on Stories and Stuff, we'll give you a little insight and then we'll tell you the story. So, in Greek mythology, there are all sorts of gods and monsters and all sorts of even other characters and creatures, including nymphs, which is what Daphne is, which is what our friend Vanessa thought maybe was connected to the daffodil. And Daphne is actually a naiad nymph, which means she's very much in charge of water. So it could be a stream, it could be a river, it could be a fountain. That's right. She helps look after and take care of the water, and that's her job. Now, she, in this story, is connected to Apollo. I love Apollo. Do you want to tell us why he's your favorite god? Yeah, he is the god of music. Well, that's one of the things he's the god of. He's actually known as the god of light. His job is to take the sun across the sky every day. He's got a chariot with 4 horses, and he does that every day. He does. He does a really good job, because I see the sun every day. Do you see the sun every day? I do. So, there is a story in Greek mythology about Daphne and Apollo. Now, Apollo, he was very, very important. All gods are, but he was one of the sons of Zeus, who we know who's Zeus. He is the god of gods. He's the god of lightning and thunder. And this was one of his sons. Yes, this was definitely one of his sons. And he kind of liked Daphne, who live on Earth. He was, he was nymph, and he'd come down from Mount Olympus. And the thing about Apollo, though, is sometimes he wasn't always the nicest guy. No, you know what he did? Oh my gosh. He made fun of Eros. Do you know who Eros is? Do you? Let's give him a second. Eros is also known as Cupid. And he didn't like being bullied. He didn't like being made fun of. And so he took what he knew how to do, which was, he was the god of love. One of the gods of love. I mean, there's Aphrodite as well, but we won't get into that today. And he shot 2 arrows. Guess where he shot them? I think he shot one into Apollo. Yes, he did. He shot a golden arrow into Apollo's heart. And that made him fall madly in love with Daphne. And he would do anything to be with Daphne. He would do anything for Daphne. He loved her so very much. Where did the second arrow go? Well, the second arrow was a lead arrow. And he shot that into Daphne's heart, which meant she didn't want to be around Apollo. She didn't like Apollo. She didn't want to be his girlfriend or his wife or any of those things. And so as time went, Apollo would chase her and follow her. Oh, that must have been really frustrating, especially if she didn't like him, especially because she didn't like him. So what ended up happening is Daphne, because remember, she was a naiad nymph, which is a nymph of the water, right? She went and she talked to one of the water gods, and she asked, she said, and she pled, she said, please, Oh, please, I can't handle Apollo anymore. Will you please help me? And the only way they could help her, or they thought was best to help her, is they turned her into a tree. That's right. They turned her into a laurel tree. Now, a laurel tree is a tree that's evergreen. That means it never loses its leaves. It's like those big green trees with the needles and stuff, but not one of those. It's a very special kind of tree, the laurel tree. That's right. And so that was the only way the gods could help protect her. And that way she was still near the water and she was able to still, you know, do her part, but she had to sacrifice being a nymph to become a tree. So that is, in a nutshell, the story of Apollo and Daphne. So thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Jennifer, for suggesting Daphne. It was a great fun researching that and sharing that with you guys. We do a very short recap of it because this is a very short visit from us to you. We do keep let me take care of this. Okay, you go ahead. We've put the link where we found the info on this myth in our thing, so you can go and check it out if you like Greek mythology. Yeah, it's a great link, and it's so good, and it connects Apollo to everything else and talks about Zeus and talks about, he has a sister, Artemis, which is his twin sister, and that's a whole other interesting set of interesting circumstances. So, I guess as far as the story part, that's our story today. Apollo made fun of Cupid, and Cupid didn't like it, so he put a arrow in his heart and a different arrow in Daphne's heart, and he created a love triangle that would never, or a love relationship that would never work, and it broke his heart, and Daphne had to become a tree to end it. So just be glad you don't have to be turned into a tree. Although the trees right now are absolutely beautiful. They are beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely. I went out for a walk today and I saw all sorts of buds on the trees. Go take a look. It's quite magical and amazing. And just imagine maybe one of those trees could be Daphne. That's right. I have some jokes and they have to do with trees. I had a feeling they might. Okay. Are we ready? Yeah, I think so. My first joke is, why do trees hate riddles? I don't know. Why do trees hate riddles? They always get stumped. Get it? Stumped. Yes, that's quite a good joke. Do you have any others? Okay. Ooh, what Canadian city? This one's for you, Mickey and Carolyn and, ooh, Natalina. You live out in Quebec too, right? Yes. So what city in Canada is a tree's favorite? I don't know. Montreal. Oh, Willie. Okay, I have a joke to wrap up. Can I do a joke? Sure. What kind of tree loves to give high fives? Do you guys know? I don't know. A palm tree. Loves to give high fives. Palm tree. Oh, anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up our stories and stuff. We've put the link to where we found those jokes. If you love tree jokes, it's a good link. Go give it a click. And as we always say at the end of every episode, or do you want to help wrap? I got something to say first. Oh, you do? Yeah. Don't forget to see if you can figure out how or who is connected with the daffodil. Drop us a shout. Drop us a line, and we'll let you know on Thursday if no one figures it out. Yes, we'll definitely let you know on Thursday. And what was the other thing? I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Create an absolutely groovy, fantastic fun day today. Yeah, today feels kind of groovy with the nature and the trees and the gods and Daphne and all sorts of stuff. Absolutely. So guys, we're going to head out. Have a great night. Share your love, share your smile, share your laughter, and we'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Bye, guys. Bye.